Provincial budgets are being tabled in the KwaZulu-Natal legislature following the devastating floods that swept over parts of the province. KZN's Health MEC Monique Mortlock broke down the budget for her department, while the COGTA MEC Sipho Hlomuka detailed the budget needs for his department earlier. The eNCA reporter Monique Mortlock has been following these developments. Let's get the latest from her now and what she's been able to glean from these budget presentations. Monique, good afternoon. Thank you very much for your time here on Today. Exactly how much worth of damage has the health sector endured following these KZN floods in the province?
According to the Health MEC, Ms. Simelane, she says that repairs to health infrastructure that was damaged during the floods is in the range of around 200 million rand. She says that they are still waiting for funds from National Treasury. But let's just quickly take a listen to what she had to say, because what the MEC said was that we basically don't have the funds, even though her department has received a 49 billion rand for their budget out of the KZN budget of 140 billion rand. Let's just quickly take a listen to what the MEC, the Health MEC, had to say, and then I'll tell you what the COGTA MEC had to say.
As a response to the floods and the damage caused to our facilities, we've had to reprioritize certain projects as instructed by Treasury. As a result, we took a decision that the planned maintenance and capital projects that have not reached tender stage this financial year will have to be halted. The funds originally allocated will now be reprioritized and redirected towards repairing the damage caused during the storm to our infrastructure. The list of the affected hospital is attached and will be provided to the portfolio committee. This is due to the fact that National Treasury has not allocated funding for these repairs at this stage, but on-site assessment for floods damage have been completed, and preparations to appoint service providers are currently underway. At the moment, the anticipated cost of repairs is above 200 million rands. We are nevertheless hoping that disaster relief funding will be forthcoming as promised by the national government.
Monique Mortlock, the MEC for Health in KwaZulu-Natal. The provincial COGTA MEC, I understand, Monique, also broke down the budget. What stood out for you? What did they say?
Well, it doesn't seem as if there's much leeway for COGTA to allocate much funds when it comes to flood relief efforts. But what the committee or what the department can do, or its mandate, is to coordinate the efforts and coordinate where various funds are coming from, whether it be from national government or from the private sector, from donors, because at the moment COGTA only has a 1.8 billion rand budget, which when you look at how much the health department has, that 49 billion rand budget, and the education department here in KZN has received over 50 million rand of a budget. So not much leeway for COGTA to do much. But what MEC Hlomuka did say when I asked him what has the province, what type of preventative measures, if any, has the province put in place since 2019. Remember, in 2019, also in April, over the Easter weekend, there were also floods. So these type of disasters are nothing new for KZN. And I asked him what type of preventative measures, if any, did the KwaZulu-Natal department put in place, his department put in place, especially because he mentioned that over 2 billion rand was given to the province last year from National Treasury specifically for disaster management. And he said he doesn't know what happened to that money, but what he can say is that they are in the process of building 2 disaster risk management centers in 2 districts where there aren't any as yet. And he also said that they are looking to to have a disaster management summit where they will bring together all the different stakeholders, all the different government entities to discuss how to prevent, firstly, what the root causes of these natural disasters are, whether it can all simply be blamed on climate change, and what sustainable solutions can be found or should be implemented to ensure that KwaZulu-Natal residents are protected. And he said that this summit is going to take place in due course. He also mentioned the fact that the summit is urgently needed because it seems as if this province is one of, if not the worst affected in the country when it comes to seeing the effects of climate change.
Okay, thank you very much. Monique Mortlock there in Pichamaro's back at the legislature of the KwaZulu-Natal Provincial Government as today the various MECs presenting their budgets. A lot of money, of course, is going to be required to repair and recover the province after the floods. And still